So that didn't go exactly as planned.
Oh, wait. You might want to come see this.
This video is brought to you by Squarespace. Hello friends, and welcome back to Nova Scotia, where the stunning autumn colors have faded to the desaturated white of winter. We last left the house in mid-November after a race against the clock to get the walls insulated before we left on our winter contract in Germany. If you're new here, I'm Shannon Makes, renovation warrior by day, circus artist by night, and together with Phil, the corgi, and occasional guest stars, we're on a mission to bring this house back from the brink and make her the pride of the neighborhood once again. Our story picks up in mid-January as we once again made the drive from Montreal to Nova Scotia to continue working on the house, although that work would have to be confined mostly to interior activities for obvious reasons. After a long and safe drive, we decided to ease our way slowly back into the renovations with a simple task that had been on our to-do list for quite a while now.
Pull a tiny bit.
Wow. Ooh, there's a hole, there's one brick missing here, and it is like a refrigerator vent. Put your hand there.
Wow.
Wow. No need for a thermal camera there. You know what they say, new year, new you. And while I'm definitely ditching the boring New Year's resolutions for 2026 and staying the same old me, I did decide it's time for a new website, and that goal is feeling very achievable thanks to today's sponsor, Squarespace. Squarespace is an all-in-one website platform, and whether you're just starting a new business or managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easy to build a beautiful website and to engage with your audience. They've got a ton of templates to choose from, and they're all super customizable with your own style, images, and stories. You can change the colors and the fonts with just a couple of clicks, and with their mobile-first design, you can be sure that everything is also going to look equally good on smartphones too. Their e-commerce features make selling anything online a breeze, from showcasing your products with custom listings all the way through to printing shipping labels and generating invoices. They've got amazing plugins for handling things like shipping and sales taxes, and if you ever get stuck or confused, they've also got great videos on their help page to keep you going. So you can head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to www.squarespace.com/ShannonMakes and use my code ShannonMakes to save 10% off of your first purchase of a website or domain. Today is a great day because today is demo day. Okay, in all reality, I probably won't be needing the sledgehammer. We are not doing anything too extreme. We have just decided, in an attempt to procrastinate doing all the other things we should be doing, we've decided that we are going to tackle the front entryway. It seems like a very contained, manageable project. As you saw, we already kind of tackled one little corner of it last winter. So here's the front entryway. This is what we're talking about, little refresher. It is not glamorous. It has already had some work done, as you can see on this wall here. We did that with Phil and his dad last winter. If you haven't watched that video, it'll be linked up there. It'll be down in the description, but that section is already taken care of. So it feels like it should be fairly quick work to just take care of the other two walls of this entryway, because we don't
think that there's any insulation in there. When we took down the one wall last winter, there was no insulation in there. And then also yesterday, when we were insulating all of the pipes, as we were insulating the pipes that were in that section, we could actually see up into one of the walls of the entryway, and there was no insulation in there, and there was just like breeze flying into that hallway there. So we decided, like, let's just take that down, put some mineral wool in there, and, you know, hopefully help our heating bill, help the house stay a little bit warmer, all that stuff. And then once that's done, we can move on to all the other things that we are procrastinating getting to.
We obviously don't use this front entryway much at the moment. The main parking is around towards the back of the house, and the front stairs are, let's just say, condemned. So for the winter, we just closed the whole room off and insulated the floor to try to keep it a little bit warmer. With the floor clear, we started with a little exploration, although that certainly didn't prepare us for what we were about to find.
There's a huge chunk because there's still the plaster is in actually pretty good shape up there, except there was clearly water damage, and the plaster over is kind of all dangling in this section there.
Lovely. Well, water damage? What water damage? I don't know what you're talking about.
The surrounding bay on top, I don't know how high the insulation goes, but has insulation in it. That's a good sign. Which means there's a sign there's actually insulation in there. There's a chance. I know we're missing in this bay for sure, but we don't know about the other ones. We're missing in this bay for sure. You might want to come see this. That's kind of a shitty job anyway.
Of insulation?
Yeah. Because they didn't even remove the lat of the old plaster all the way up, so I don't know how, like it's... We're gonna have to remove everything and then have clean bays and we can restart properly.
Yeah, well, that sounds
I'm filming this whole thing.
Wow.
For context, we're right here. So this is what it looks like on top. Most of the ceiling is actually pretty good, but where the water damage happened there, the whole plaster collapsed. And on the edge, there's some pink insulation. But you can see by the dark color that there's a lot of air infiltration and dust that filters through it.
First one down.
Yeah.
The demolition has officially started.
Yeah, this is cardboard. I'm not worried at all for asbestos. It's the same thing. They're the exact same tiles the other side.
Take me 2 seconds to put a mask on. Please remove this protective covering before use. Why? Why on earth would I?
Don't. Just put it on.
Just put it on?
Ignore the lens. Just put the normal mask on. Yeah.
Am I framed?
Yeah.
Perfect. No problems.
Perfect. Let's go. Renovate. Let's here. This way. Yeah. Perfect.
Amazing.
This is a great opportunity to give a massive shout out and thank you to everybody that donated to the project in the past couple years in the form of purchasing something off the wish list. These masks, for example, came from Kristen and will prove to be unbelievably useful in the minutes and weeks to come.
Pretty comfortable, honestly.
Yeah, they're really comfortable.
We're just really gonna have to talk loud. Super. All right. Let's get some ceiling tiles off. Hello.
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 Just willy-nilly?
Yeah. wallpaper.
Yeah, it's not even plaster, it's the wallpaper.
It's a wallpaper ceiling, alright. The plaster is actually in good shape. Here, so there was a wall here before. Pretty sure that's the framing of a wall.
We'll see more if we open this
And
up.
look, and there was a light fixture right here. You can see there was something mounted there.
I will say, this answers the question, which wasn't really a question, but there was like a tiny chance that this was an outdoor, semi-enclosed. No, it's always been plaster and lath. It's always been enclosed.
Yeah, there's plaster on both sides.
Yeah. So.
And there were 2 doors here for sure.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll see that when we open it up.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. If you're gonna do that, let me film it.
Oh, wait. So, I just discovered here a little bit of vapor barrier. So this wall might be constructed to slightly more modern standard, which means I don't understand why they would put insulation up here but not down there, because we know that down there is nothing. So, oh, there's some insulation. A very tiny amount of painting. Listen.
And here I was half expecting teddy bears.
Teddy bears?
Have you not seen that? Yeah, family opened up and one cavity was pink insulation and the other one was entirely tutu.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that. Okay, so they tried at least. I wonder when it stops, or if there's a board, if it's sealed and that's why downstairs there's nothing. Because I never put the camera looking up from upstairs. Maybe it's really just the Joyce Bay that's empty and the rest is fine. I mean, it's still a shit insulation job. We should do better. But there is a vapor barrier here, and that's gonna give us something to inspect, because we're nervous to put vapor barrier if there's nothing outside to match it. Nothing outside to match it. Doesn't look like it's moldy in there.
Yeah, but it doesn't happen overnight, eh?
You might want to come see this.
And this, folks, is what happens when one improperly uses vapor barriers. I'm telling you, it's not how the house was built that was the problem. She was built to last with really high quality materials and techniques. It's more the subsequent renovations over the years that have really done her in, and it's purely because of that top-notch construction that she's been able to withstand so many questionable repairs and deferred maintenance. Ew.
Yeah, it seems to be some sort of mold, I would guess. It looks quite alive.
Great.
And it seems to be where the puncture for the plastic was.
Yeah, that's not great.
I mean, so to say, but like it weirdly goes up and then here kind of. Also, there was water damage here.
Yeah. It might have been that the moisture just got trapped back there. Also, look at this beam is not in the best of shape.
No.
A lot of this wood is not in great shape, unfortunately. Yeah, look at the. Hard to tell if that's mold or if that's just like the classic air.
That seems to be just
Air passing.
Air passing.
Okay, so masks back on to deal with this.
It's definitely not. Don't disturb it. No, Phil, it's definitely mold. Don't.
Yeah, it's mold, but like this is dry and not active. These boards are.
The wood is not supposed to do that.
And that's the sheeting from outside.
Yeah. Not great.
At least it's somewhat localized.
Yeah.
So what's behind this?
I mean, yeah, you can see like this has already been replaced.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of mold that makes it stick.
Put it right in.
And so we emptied out the rest of the stud bays to get a better idea of the situation, deeming most of the insulation unusable due to the mold and throwing it away.
Okay, so where we're at right now. Oh, wow. I really matched my paint job. I did not realize the extent to which I was the same color as the paint in this room. So the game plan for the moment, I'm not entirely sure. We're not sure what the game plan is. That was a slightly bigger can of worms than we had anticipated when we opened that up this morning. So where we're at right now, we have learned some things about the structure of the house, and we are marinating on what the next course of action should be. Some of the things we learned is, well, first of all, it looks like that entryway was originally a split entryway, which makes sense. This is a duplex. It is split left and right, not up and down. So it makes sense that there would have been a dividing wall in the entryway, just like there is a dividing wall in the whole rest of the house. So that was kind of fun to see. We were wondering if maybe that would be there, and it seems like, yes, it is. Another thing we learned is that the front entryway has always been enclosed. Now, this is something that I highly suspected, just given like the structure of the house, the way that it's built, the room that are on top of it. But people have asked me before if this was maybe at one point an outdoor or 3-season porch or something and then was later enclosed. No, it seems like it was always a fully interior space, because all of the walls were originally plaster and lath, and not only that, but the nails that are holding them in are the like really old cut nails that match the whole rest of the house. So the front entryway was all original to the house and was always interior, because you would not plaster the walls of a space that would be an exterior porch. Like, it always was enclosed. So that was kind of fun to learn. What was less fun to learn was that we have a ton of mold and possibly some other structural problems. So we are going to marinate on the next course of action while we eat lunch here, and then yeah, I'll get back to you.
So we're gonna need a screw gun with
A screw gun?
the drill. It's a screw gun, come on.